lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores! When you tell the story of high school hockey in the great state of Michigan, you can't tell it without talking about the Shamrocks of Detroit Catholic Central and the Trojans of Trenton. Two legendary programs, 47 combined trips all time to the state championship game. And another edition of a classic rivalry unfolds on a cold, snowy night downriver in our great state of Michigan. Welcome high above ringside in Trenton, Michigan. With Alex Weisenberger, I'm Evan Stockton. Wherever you're watching, however you're doing it, glad you're making time for another edition of Detroit Catholic Central and Trenton. Alex, anytime these two teams face off on the ice, everyone wants to look back at the history and all the great games before, but all we really care about is what it looks like right now. So let's talk about that. Let's start with the Shamrocks at Catholic Central. How are they feeling about things right now?
They're probably feeling really good about themselves right now, but a team with that much history and that much knowledge is not going to sit back on their laurels and look back that they have outscored opponents 16-0 in their last two games. They're going to be taking things shift by shift, game by game, making sure that they're taking care of the little things.
And then when it comes to Trenton, you talk about riding a roller coaster. They were as hot as any team in the state to start the year. Then they lose 8 out of 10, and now they're coming off a 14-0 win in their last game. So how are they feeling about things?
Coming off a break, scoring 14 goals, I think everybody's feeling pretty good in that locker room. What they want to do is make sure that they are breaking the game down into the smallest increments here and taking every little opportunity to get pucks out, make small plays, and keep Catholic Central from getting online as quick as possible.
Traditional rivalry, another edition of Catholic Central and Trenton on a frigid night in January. We get a break here from both coaching staffs and keep getting you ready for puck drop. Shamrocks and Trojans, yet again, coming up in just a few. Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores! The reigning dynasty in Michigan high school hockey is the Shamrocks of Detroit Catholic Central, and the architect is to my left. It's Brandon Kalnicki. We just confirmed it's 6 titles since 19 and could have been 7 if not for COVID, right?
Yeah, that's correct. It's been a nice run.
True hockey guy through and through, remarkably humble. All right, Coach, so every year you guys come in with a target on your back, and every year everyone's paying attention to the Shamrocks. But this year a little weird in the sense that, yes, you did drop that game to Heartland early in the year, and Howell's making a lot of noise. So for anyone who somehow may not be paying attention to the Shamrocks at this point in the year, what do they need to know about the club?
I don't know. I think just like a lot of teams, we're continuing to get better. You know, that's the biggest thing I like. I mean, you mentioned the two of those teams, Heartland and Howell, who we played early in the season, both really good hockey games. But we're, you know, just like they are getting better, so are we, and that's kind of the way we look at it. So try not to focus on a lot of those other things of what other teams are doing and, you know, records and things like that, especially at this point in the season. It's just kind of continue to get better, continue to kind of fine-tune your game as you start to near playoffs.
Hallmark of the Shamrock dynasty over the last 6-7 years has been the balance, and it's a similar deal tonight where one man may have a big game, one man may also have a big game. From a coaching perspective, when you have that much balance, is it a blessing? Is it a curse? Is it a little bit of both?
A little bit of both, for sure. I mean, obviously to have the depth is a huge thing for our team, and it's been a huge thing for our program over the last 5-6 years, like you mentioned. You know, I think it, at times, you know, it puts you in a tough position as a coach to figure out, okay, well, you know, when the game gets tight, who are you shortening the bench on, right? When you have a team that, you know, like this year's team especially, where it's really spread out, it is very balanced, so it is hard to kind of make those decisions, and you got to do it based on the game. You know, it's not like you got your, oh, this is our number one line, they got to go every third shift right now. It is a little bit more of figuring out who's going that night and who's going to make the difference that night. And, you know, again, fortunate for us, we we've got a lot of guys that have made the difference at different times this year.
What do you make of the play in net so far this season?
It's been good from both our goalies. You know, Nick Kogut's really stepped up and had some really strong games against some really tough opponents, and he's going to go tonight. And, you know, Max Sulla's been really good when he's been called upon. So been very pleased with our goaltending combination, and, you know, they've been really steady right from the get-go.
You can't write the history of Michigan high school hockey without talking about these two programs. Catholic Central and Trenton, state championship after state championship. As a Shamrock alum, what do you remember from being a part of this game, both as a player and as a coach?
I mean, when I was growing up and when I played here at CC, this was the game. I mean, it was jam-packed, whether it was at Redford where I played, where CC was playing, at that time, or at Trenton. Those games were so much fun, and the build-up and all the excitement and the just electric atmosphere, and the programs obviously backed it up during that time with, you know, the success they've had. But, you know, things change in terms of location and all that, but it was it's always a special game when we get a chance to play Trenton. I mean, like you said, the history is just, you know, unbelievable from the success they've had, and they're always a team that you're going to talk about when you get down to playoffs and having a shot to win it.
And then the last one, when you walk back into that chilly winter air, when you leave the rink here in a few hours, what do you want to be able to say about the way your team played tonight?
That we played the right way, that we played hungry, we played hard, but we played disciplined in all the areas. And not just disciplined in terms of penalties, but disciplined in terms of the structure that we want to play with. And then, you know, it's, you know, on top of all that, you just want to let the guys go make plays, go be a hockey player, right? Go do what you're capable of doing. And, you know, when we've been able to just go out and do that and keep the game simple, you know, I've liked what we've done.
Brandon Kalnicki, appreciate your time.
All right, thank you very much for having me.
Brandon Kalnicki and the Catholic Central Shamrocks back to work tonight. Puck drop against Trenton coming up in just a few. Down to another edition of the classic rivalry between Catholic Central and Trenton. Keith Knighting, one of the top assistants for Trenton hockey, kind enough to join us. So as someone who's been part of this for a while, as both a coach and as a player, am I correct?
Correct, sir. Yep, I've been a part of it for a long time now. Yep, absolutely.
When you talk about Trenton Catholic Central hockey, what do you think about?
Long-term rivalry, classic. It's public school versus Catholic private school. And it's been just a long history of good competitive hockey between two storied programs. I mean, Catholic Central's won a number of state championships. We've won a number of state championships, so it's a long legacy of great, solid hockey between two great programs.
When you talk about the difference between public and private, but also you have Metro Detroit against Downriver, and I know you guys are fiercely proud of the type of hockey you play down here. For anyone who watching somehow for the first time ever, Trenton Trojans hockey, Downriver high school hockey, what can they expect?
Well, we'd hope we're able to present it with grit, tenacity, heart, and team. That's our biggest thing. We play together, we play hard, and we play for our community. So that, I would say those are our pillars, and hopefully we can show that tonight and show it in every aspect of our game.
Specifically with this group, it's been a roller coaster season. Hot start, then a lull, and you guys are coming off a 14-0 win the other day. So as a group right now, how do you feel about how things are going?
We're just trying to get a little bit better every day. We're trying to be competitive, and we're trying to prepare for playoffs. So we're in Division II program, and we're going against a Division I program tonight. And so for us, this helps us get a little bit better. We're hoping to be fortunate come playoff time.
And obviously you guys are one of those programs. You'll play anybody. You're playing the Catholic Centrals every year. You're playing the Orchard Lake St. Mary's, things like that. DNA as the program, why is it important to continue not just a game like this, but also against all these top programs in the state?
Well, again, as I said, our goal and ambition is to play at the right time, at the best time of the year, and so with that we got to build throughout the year. We got to be competitive throughout the year, and by playing this tough schedule, it helps prepare us for the playoffs that are yet to come. So with that, we play in this league, the MIHL, which we consider one of the best leagues in the state, and we also look to play every sort of competition, which helps prepare us for a playoff run, hopefully.
And then last one overall. traditional rival, team that's won 6 straight state championships. When your group walks out of this rink tonight back into the cold winter air, what do you want to be able to say about the way the Trenton Trojans played tonight?
I get back to our pillars, that we played with grit, we played as a team, we played with some tenacity, and we played together, and we played for our community tonight. So with that, win or lose, we're not necessarily concerned about the scoreboard. We'd like to win. We'd feel good fortune if we did win, but we want to play to win, if you catch what I'm saying. So we want to compete all night long, from horn to horn, whistle to whistle, play with that grit and determination that Trenton hockey is known for.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Do appreciate your time as well.
Always fun. Trenton Catholic Central hockey coming up. We have Puck Drop right after this. Hang tight.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores! That's one way to make an entrance. Trenton Trojans onto the ice. One of the finest high school hockey programs you'll find in America. 24 trips to the state championship game, 14 state championships. Catholic Central's almost won half that amount since 2019. They've won 6 straight state championships. Could have been 7 if COVID didn't happen. Shamrocks say all the time they've won 23 state titles. We know for sure they've won 17 since 1997. And Alex Weisenberger, we know that traditionally when Catholic Central plays Trenton, the entire state pays attention.
And they should, and they absolutely should. Catholic Central's been on a roll lately, and Trenton is looking to get back on a roll. Tonight at home, we're looking for them to play a complete game here. They're going to have to.
Catholic Central coming in 16-1-1. Yes, they have lost, which by this point in the year is not always a guarantee. Catholic Central lost to Heartland back in November. Trenton fresh off a 14-0 win over the weekend. Another edition of a classic rivalry. And off we go on a cold night. Trenton going right to left in this first period. Shamrocks will go left to right in their valiant blue and peerless white. Trenton in the white, blue, and gold. You know, the thing, Alex, and we've already talked about it a little bit on the air with Catholic Central, is the way that they're able to cycle through 4 lines. Top line for Trenton is no slouch. Donovan Durbin helped to create a turnover. 19 for Trenton, is one of the finest offensive players in the state.
22 goals in 17 games. He's clipping right along. Catholic Central is going to have to be aware when he is on the ice.
Donovan missed the last couple of games for Trenton. The whistle stops play here. You may have seen that weird score last week when Trenton got crushed by Orchard Lake St. Mary's 10-2. Part of the reason why that score looked the way it did, Donovan Durbin didn't play in that game for the Trojans.
That's definitely, it's a guy that drives the bus for them, and they miss him, especially against big games like St. Mary's.
Sam Mazik with a long shot on Theo Dahl, who makes the save. Anytime you're a goalie playing Catholic Central, you need to have your best, and you'd think Theo Dahl is up for this challenge tonight.
We're certainly going to find out. The coaching staff trusts him right here. That nice little 60-footer that he saw, that's not going to hurt his confidence, feeling the puck early.
Right off the draw, Trent wins another one. They won a couple of early draws in this game. Another cool thing about this game is you got 2 alums coaching each team. Brandon Kalnicki already heard from Catholic Central, and Chad Clements, who just gets what it means to be a Trenton hockey player. He was a longtime player and assistant under Mike Turner, who may be the finest high school hockey coach Michigan's ever had.
Talk about telling the story about Michigan hockey. You have to have Coach Turner in there.
Shamrocks setting up in the O zone. A high shot rising over Dull. Neither team has had a ton of sustained pressure. Shamrocks hold in the offensive zone. Another drive, tip, rebound, score! They got bodies to the front of the net. Lucas Schmeji was on the doorstep. Lucas has got goal number 10 this year, and Catholic Central scored a minute and a half in.
I just noticed right before that puck came up to the point, Catholic Central had 2 forwards camped right out in front. You can see the screen, chipped it up and over. Quick start for Detroit Catholic Central here. The Shamrocks doing what they need to do right off the bat.
Talking about that balance for Catholic Central, you'll see all the lines that they'll roll out there tonight. Good work on that wrist shot as well from Jackson Leiter on the blue line. It's a Catholic Central family through and through. Nick Leiter was a member of the Shamrock hockey team last year. Already 1-0 CC. Lucas Schmeji's goal, 1 minute 31 seconds in. This will roll all the way on Nicholas Kogut, the junior netminder for CC. They've pretty much equally split their 2 goalies, Alex, but they have a ton of faith in number 35.
They definitely do. And games like this on the road, late in the season, they mean a lot. And don't think it gets past those goaltenders. They know the weight of what they're being asked to do here, especially in a split situation.
Yeah, and you think about, right, you're getting to the time of the year where both those goalies, no matter how good friends they are, they're thinking, okay, who's going to be the guy when it really matters when we get to playoff time? Ooh, good shot on Kogut, and a save had to be made.
Sharp went off the draw. Great shot through traffic.
Trenton's won a bunch of the early draws. Shamrocks into the zone, had it sticked away.
Big back check by Trenton right here. 5 guys through the neutral zone.
Oh, they get another goal! A gorgeous feed to the slot. Matthew Nada makes it 2-0 Catholic Central. It is a firing line on Theo Dull right now. The Shamrocks are buzzing.
I just commented on Trenton and their back check here, but if you look at this, they had 4 players below the top of the face-off dots. Every single one of them was looking at the puck and not at the slot. Nada had plenty of time to put that where he wanted.
Well, Alex, you opened the broadcast talking about how Trenton's got to find a way to win segments of a game like this. Shorten the game as best they can. To state the obvious, this is not the start they wanted to have.
No, when they drew it up, it did not include spotting the Shamrocks. 2 goals here. Now they've got to break it down. They cannot think too far ahead of coming back down 2. They've got to go shift by shift, almost possession by possession.
This will be ice. Friendly reminder for you, if you haven't watched a ton of Michigan high school hockey recently, you can change even on an icing. So we may see that several times tonight where one team's got a bunch of tired bodies and they'll just throw it down to get a change. It's not like college or pro where you got to keep those same guys on the ice.
It's not what you want to look at, but it does come in handy, that's for sure.
Another win off the draw by Trenton. Passing to the middle, and it just missed Jaden Jones. Big skater wearing 6 for Trenton. Held into the blue line by Levi Murray. Played in front, stick to side. Follow-up try blocked. Up the boards it comes. They battle for on that near hash. And out to center it comes again. Jaden Jones smacked it along the wall. Free puck, scooped up by Catholic Central. Leiter played it back, and Theo Dull made a nice save.
I was talking to Coach Kalinicki earlier yesterday, and I mentioned that his defensemen get up in the zone and cover that neutral zone to not allow opposition, in Trenton in this case, any opportunity for a neutral zone regroup. That was a great example right there.
Well, you talk about the way that Catholic Central's blue liners are able to join the rush. Their top scorer, Ryan Dye, 23, who's on the ice right now, he's a defenseman.
Yeah, 25 points through 18 games as a defenseman, logging that kind of minutes. That's a lot of talent.
Dye joined on the defensive pair by Timmy Burke, whose dad Tim works in the alumni office at Catholic Central. Shamrocks will begin the breakout coming up the near side of the ice. To the middle it comes. Slot shot. Dole made a save on a wicked wrister from Christian Marchese.
This is where Trenton's defense right here has to gap up. They're giving way too much room through the neutral zone. Their defensemen at the top of the circle allowing that Catholic Central forward to get that shot off. They need to gap up. It's kind of counterintuitive taking away that kind of space with fast players.
The names may change at Catholic Central hockey, but what doesn't is how they want that net front drive. Oh, big stretch pass, just missed Durbin, and it ends up being ice. If he catches that pass, he's in alone.
I like that look right there. I like it a lot. Catholic Central's been pushing all 5 guys through the neutral zone. You make that quick shot through the D. Try to stretch them out. Don't let their D become part of that 5-man unit as much as they want to.
Ty Popowitz against Sean Goff. Catholic Central having issues off the draw so far tonight. Around the boards it comes to Zach LeMay, one of the top scorers for Trenton this year. Durbin with a gorgeous pass up ahead. Long shot got tipped. Nice active stick defensively for Catholic Central.
Great little stretch pass again. You can see what Trenton's trying to do here.
Free puck found at center. Trenton tries to stride ahead, and they turn over the puck.
Another opportunity in the neutral zone. Those pucks need to get into the Catholic Central zone.
Big hit in that corner. Aiden Doherty, well done to take it away for Trenton, who gave up a couple of goals within the first 3 minutes of the hockey game. Matthew Nada and Lucas Schmeji have scored twice for CC. Doherty up the boards. Nice pass, Durbin. Durbin shot, and a save made.
Great shot, great save right there. That's what we're looking for. Number 9 here from Trenton, stepping up into the neutral zone, forcing Catholic Central to defend.
Brandon Eccles all over the ice on that shift. They will change quick as Catholic Central charges ahead with speed. And someone entered the zone too early. That's an offside play. Catholic Central upset because there was a little slash from Jack Brownlee at the end of that play.
We're just letting him know he's there, that's all. Or maybe just testing out his equipment.
Come on, it's Trenton Catholic Central. You need a little something like that. I mean, it would be no fun if we didn't have that.
If you're a Trenton player, you're trying to get something to drag everybody into the fight here. Getting the blood up early is not a bad thing.
You know, and Trenton has got to be thinking in the back of their minds, we can't have this happen again. Played St. Mary's last week, lost 10-2, but they have acquitted themselves well after a slow start.
They've definitely had a couple of good pushback shifts here.
Loose puck in front. Theo Dole has got it as we have more extracurricular activity. Aiden Patnaud was whacking away at a Shamrock.
Got to be careful right there. Staying out of the penalty box, making sure that you don't put the Shamrocks on the power play. Take away all that momentum you just fought to get back.
Really good look down there for Jaden Jones. When number 6 has been on the ice, he's played well for Trenton. Off the side of the net, swept aside. Smacked back into that far corner by Nick McQuaid. Behind the net, played in front. Defended well by Trenton. And here comes Jaden Jones. Physical hit right near the Shamrock bench. Jones has got it again, and his shot is sticked aside.
Dusted it off one too many times. Got to pull the trigger quick.
Shamrocks changing behind the play. Tough angle shot, and Dole makes the save. Coming up on 7 minutes into the hockey game, Shamrocks scored twice in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Slot shot rising over Dole. Big rebound, and he makes another save.
Great save to get back to his post.
Some bouncy boards here in Trenton, kind of like the Joe used to have. How many times did Nick Lidstrom send one purposely wide and it went right in front to Tomas Holmstrom?
And not by accident, that's for sure. They'd stay after practice almost every single day practicing that.
And how nice is it that we're able to say first place Detroit Red Wings again? Great pass in front. Oh, what a stop by Kogut.
I've been keeping it down. I'm not saying that too loud, though.
Kogut just made a remarkable save as all of a sudden Trenton has settled into this hockey game. Shamrocks will break it up the fall wall. They do get it to center. Looking for free ice, and they find some right in front of the Trenton bench. And they got some tired bodies. They got to change. Jesse Bradford up the wall. Back at center and smacked up the wall. Hunter Pulowski got over the red, and he sent it deep as Trenton's going to change.
Smart play. Fresh bodies coming on.
Eccles shot going high and wide. Brandon Eccles, Alex, you've been all over it. Number 9 for Trenton has made an impact on the ice tonight.
He has. He's probably been the most noticeable player out there. I like where all that entire play originated from was just a good neutral zone turnover, a dump in deep, and allow the fresh legs to go out there and make plays.
You know, it looked like Eccles actually won that draw forward, but he couldn't pull the trigger. At center, Ryan Dye with a long wrist shot. Theo Dahl was ready.
Great job to hold that for his defenseman.
Trenton coming into the zone with some speed. Cross-ice pass got tipped. And now Catholic Central with an odd man rush. 3-on-2. Pass to the slot, didn't connect. Taken away by Trenton's defense again. Durbin passes ahead. This is 2-on-1. Pass back. Shot! Donovan Durbin. They say no goal. Now wait a minute now. The horn is off. Everyone stop playing. Theo Doe makes the save.
Go to the whistle, boys.
The entire ice stopped playing, and Catholic Central almost turned it into a goal. I think the only person in the rink who didn't think it was a goal was that official right by the net. We're going to have to get another look.
I'm definitely going to need another look on that. I don't know how it stayed out.
Donovan Durbin's the top scorer all year for Trenton. He almost got his 23rd. And it goes out of play, so we can get a look. Was this Trenton goal? It was called no goal on the ice, and we don't have the benefit of replay here in high school hockey. That was a very interesting sequence.
I'm not sure if. Yeah, well, you see right there, he's patting on the post. He's thanking his buddy, but I didn't hear it ring out too much, so it may have caught the eyelets on the inside of the net. Let's see if we get a look here. Yep, I didn't see the twine bulge at all.
It was close. And look, no one's going to have a better view than that official did, but you can understand the confusion that happened here in the rink. Let's get another look. Yeah, that's no goal. Great call. But the bigger point here is, Alex, after Catholic Central scored twice in the first couple of minutes, they haven't had a quality chance since they scored, it feels like.
No, they haven't. Trenton has settled right into a nice rhythm. They've been staying out of the box, and all these offensive opportunities have been coming off of well-managed neutral zone turnovers.
We have a massive humanity in that near corner. Shamrocks dig the puck out. Slide it along the blue line. Long shot tipped high. That was Jackson Leiter again. He had the initial shot that led to the first goal of the game. It was tipped home by Lucas Schmeji. Leiter again. Nice job holding that blue line.
Trenton doing a nice job of keeping everybody inside the house. Nobody's outside chasing.
And a long puck goes down the ice for an icing. That's what we were talking about. Trenton got the tired bodies. They want to get them off on a change.
They can bend and not break and get fresh bodies on with an icing.
Again, this is the pivotal moment of this first period. Donovan Durbin appeared to have goal. Everyone stopped playing because they thought it was a goal. They played the goal horn here at Trenton, but it was no goal.
And the Trenton player even picked that rebound up off the post and could have fired that into the net, but they thought it was in. Play to the whistle, boys.
A break for Catholic Central. And I'm sure there's a lot of high school hockey fans watching this game going, you know, Catholic Central getting a break. These guys don't need any breaks.
It's the old saying, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Not saying Trenton isn't working hard, but boy, if you're going to have to break through with a team like this, you're going to have to work twice as hard as you usually do. Trenton is on that path right now, though.
Hunter Pulowski took the face-off and won it again. It was tipped out of play by Catholic Central, so face-off will stay in Trenton's O-zone here. The thing that Catholic Central has done well all year long is defensively, they are remarkably stout. They have had 10 shutouts this season. They have allowed 16 goals all season.
They've gotten real comfortable handling the surges from other teams, but it's not very sustained. It's just a short surge of offensive pressure, so that's what they have to focus on maintaining and surviving those situations.
Knuckleballing puck, yeah, Theo Dahl got his big blocking pads to it. Stretch pass, missing Gibby Barrett. Oh, Gibby Barrett with an excellent forecheck. How about this shift? Tough angle shot, and Kogan made the save.
All while his team was changing behind him. That was a great individual effort right there.
Miles Schlack strides away from a Trojan. Miles Schlack into the O-zone. Played it in front, sent away. Shamrock still hold the zone. Long shot, save Theo Dahl, who after a slow start has settled in well.
Shamrocks come at you in waves with that depth. You've got to be able to handle the next group that's coming out just as quickly as the one that you've got on the ice with you.
Shamrocks winning the shot battle 11-6, and this was a nice stop here by Theo Dahl.
It was absolutely beautiful. He's been standing tall. He's a big kid. He's going to be able to take up a lot of space. He's going to need to keep this going.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go, first period. We play 17-minute periods in high school hockey. Not too terribly far from starting the playoffs. And championship weekend again at USA Hockey Arena, first weekend in March. If you're of my age, you really want to call it CompuWare, but it is USA Hockey Arena now. It's where Catholic Central plays their home games at Mitchell Kiefer Ice Arena. Back into the zone they come, active stick, sent it off the stick of Leon Simone. Play to the slot, nobody home. Long blue line shot, and Theo Dahl sucks it in. Nick McQuaid had a clean look.
Dahl does a great job of finding that puck. He felt it rattling around in his gear, and he found it quick.
Those shots as a goalie are so tough, right? You got a bunch of bodies in front. You're just trying to figure out where the heck that puck is coming from.
It's the epitome of multitasking right there. You're worried about players. You're worried about rebounds. Everybody's yelling around you. It's chaos. Great job by number 1 in white there.
Off the draw, Shamrocks holding in their offensive zone. Smacked up the wall and not out. Oh, broken stick. So Catholic Central essentially playing 5-on-4. That defender who broke his stick, Sam Mazik, off the ice. Jaden Jones couldn't clear, and another save by Dahl. Smagey almost had his second goal of the first period.
Smagey's been so fast coming out of the corner, being able to flash in front, right at the top of the crease, stick on the ice. The defenseman knows where to put it, and they did. That was a great save by Theo Dahl.
Allowed 2 goals in the first 3 shots he faced. Ever since, he's perfect. Still a lot of time to go in the period. 4:15 and counting. We're going to have an odd man rush. Jones played it ahead, and good defense by McQuaid. Shamrocks with a recycle, and they can come ahead with a ton of speed. Costa Cara Demas, kick save Dahl.
Look at that flash out with that left pad. Beautiful.
I think we can accurately call that a kick save and a Butte.
Don't get too many chances to say that anymore with these guys.
Not enough.
With that hybrid butterfly style. Gotta love a good toe save. Now, if we get a hip check, I'd be happy.
You know, the other day, Alex, I know you weren't with us for that broadcast, Flint Powers at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We actually had a fight. which we're not supposed to have at the high school level.
Now, did it continue?
You know, there was some extracurricular activity in that game. I think that would be accurate to say. Flint Powers was not happy about that 7-2 loss the other day. It's a heck of a Powers team. They'll be back. St. Mary's played one of their best games of the season the other day.
Absolutely. Powers has always been a matchup nightmare for most teams in the state.
Miles Schlack, a rising shot. Dahl got a piece. And it'll be offensive zone faceoff coming up for Catholic Central.
Boy, they make nice plays coming off the boards right there. Tried to go short side. Luckily enough, caught a piece and got into the netting. You have to be careful missing those high short side because that thing wraps around. Miss net's a turnover.
Marchese was slated to take the faceoff. They wave him out. Dominic Testani took it and lost it. It's been maybe the best part of this first period. If you're a Trenton fan, they have won the majority of these faceoffs so far.
They're taking advantage. They're breaking that small little set play segment up and being able to control that puck.
Clean game as well. No power plays yet for either team. Catholic Central scored twice in the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Matthew Nada had the second. Lucas Schmage had the first. Trenton coming ahead into their own offensive zone as we tick toward the first period's conclusion. Jesse Bradford. Saucer pass finds its target. Trenton into the O zone. Active stick again defensively for Catholic Central. Well done by Ryan Dye.
Stick on stick, body on body. It's just simple defensive hockey right there, and they're mastering it.
Loose puck. Ty Popowitz found it. And it was deflected by a Trojan. Eccles at the red line, so no ice. Eccles active stick again, and then he got crunched. Not quite a Cronwalling on the far side of the ice, but it was close. Just about 90 seconds to go, first period. Doherty's pass intercepted. Shot tipped high, shot tipped wide. Ty Popowitz for the Trenton Trojans. Into the O-zone he comes, and Kogut makes a nice save. You can't undersell the history between these two programs. Trenton has made the state championship game 24 times. Catholic Central says they've won 23 state championships. For a lot of these programs, until the MHSAA started hosting their own tournament, it gets a little hairy. It's kind of like Alabama football claiming that they've won 18 national championships. I think one of those years they claimed they won the national championship, they went 5-3. So you really got to go by the official mark. Catholic Central, a remarkable program. They've won 17 state championships since 1997. And they've won 6 in a row since 2019. Probably would have been 7 if 2020 didn't happen. And in 2021, their whole team, their whole varsity team, got COVID and couldn't play. And the varsity B team subbed in and won the state championship for them. They talk about Indiana football this season. It should be a movie. That Catholic Central hockey team where the whole team had to sub in because of COVID and still won the state championship, that should be a movie. If they ever make it, I just want to be the broadcaster. That's all I'm saying. Under 20 seconds to go, first period. Catholic Central looking for a late one. Trying to push this to a 3-0 game. Back to the blue line it comes. Long shot tipped wide. Almost tipped home by Liam Simone. Another good-looking shot from the blue line from Nick McQuaid. Weird bounce, but time has run out in a first period where Catholic Central scored twice in the first couple of minutes. Lucas Schmage scored early, and then Matthew Nada scored right after that. But Theo Dahl settled in between the pipes. Trent got some really good chances. Thought they got a goal from Donovan Durbin, but it went off the post. Nearly a third goal as Liam Simone had his keister parked in front. Alex Weisenberger is roaming ringside, hoping to be joined by a member of either Trenton's coaching staff or one of their players. One of the Trenton coaches downstairs standing by with Alex. Alex, take it away.
Assistant coach Keith Knighting. Not the greatest start that you guys were really picturing here, but you guys settled into a really good period. That's got to give you something positive to work on in between the first and the second.
100%. Like you said, they jumped us early, and then we settled into the game a little bit. We started to compete, which we liked. They started to play. We talked about those pillars before the game. They at least did it for one period. Let's see if we can do it again in the second period.
Absolutely. Another thing that I was noticing here, a lot of your offensive chances were jumped from neutral zone turnovers that you guys were able to manage. Is that something that you guys were keying on early?
We were hoping to key on it early. So, yeah, we were successful in the first, and we're hoping to continue that again into the second, hopefully into the third as well. So, yeah.
Excellent. Really appreciate it, and good luck in the second.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Take care.
Appreciate both Trenton and Catholic Central giving us the access that they do to bring this broadcast to life. Couple of teams that have made the state championship game a combined 47 times. One period down, 2 to go. After 17 minutes of hockey, Catholic Central 2, Trenton nothing.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
No wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Another edition of this classic rivalry between Catholic Central and Trenton. Catholic Central got off to a heck of a start. Lucas Schmage and Matthew Nada both scored within the first 3 minutes of the hockey game. But after that, Trenton settled in. Yeah, Catholic Central scores those couple of early goals, but some really great opportunities for Trenton later coming on in that first period. Some big stops had to be made by Nicholas Kogut. And later on, you're going to see Nicholas Kogut. He didn't make a save. He got help from his best friend, the post. The pivotal moment of that period is right here. Donovan Durbin thinks he scored, but it clanged off the iron. No goal. Great job by our officials signaling no goal because the entire rink stopped playing. They played the goal horn here in Trenton, but it was no goal. And that would be really the best shot for either team in the first period, that after the first couple of early goals from Catholic Central was a stalemate. Two teams that have combined to make the state championship game 47 times all time. Trenton's won 8 state titles from 1996 to 2014, but they haven't won one since that point. They've had some cracks, haven't gotten over the finish line. Trying to get back over the finish line at the Division II level this year. And Catholic Central's trying to win their 7th straight, yes, 7th straight, Division I state championship in the first weekend in March. We'll hit a break, come on back, and start the second period. Catholic Central and Trenton in another edition of A Great Rivalry.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores! Donovan Durbin, the top goal scorer all year for Trenton, is standing by with Alex Weisenberger.
Donovan Durbin, one of the captains for Trenton. One big thing, Coach talked to you guys in between periods. What do you guys need to do to get back in this game?
Just bury our chances, and in our D zone, just fix a couple things, and we should be good.
You guys are knocking right on the door. You put together a great second half of this period. You guys feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, we're battling hard. We didn't come out the greatest, but we're ready to come back.
Good luck in the second. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Donovan Durbin and Alex Weisenberger, appreciate both of their time. Man, going to be fascinating to see how the start of this second period happens, because you heard it from both the coaching staff from Trenton and Donovan just there about how, hey, the start to the first period stunk. Everything else was fine. Shamrocks get those couple of goals in the first 3 minutes of the first period, and then after that it was a pretty even hockey game. But anyone will tell you, at any level of hockey, specifically at this high school level, when you're a team like Trenton, you're good, but you're playing the class of the state, Detroit Catholic Central, everything's got to be tight. And they're hoping to keep that going into the second period. Trenton is. Catholic Central's hoping they can start to run away with this thing. Let's watch in this second period as well what the situation looks like off faceoffs. Trenton easily won 2/3 of the faceoffs in the first period. You know, Brandon Kalnicki and the rest of his Shamrock coaching staff want to get that cleaned up. Ty Popowitz to take the draw against Christian Marchese. And there you go. That's another win for Trenton. But Catholic Central can stride into the zone, turning it back in front, and it's set wide. Dominic Testani almost scored 8 seconds into the second period. Trojans stride into the offensive zone, and then Testani helped to take the puck away again. As Alex Weisenberger has rejoined us. My goodness, look at you, Speedy, already back up here.
Wow. Got to keep pace with these boys out here. Got my hand over my mic because I'm huffing and puffing, though.
Donovan Durbin, who Alex just talked to. Finally, they do clear the zone. Ty Popowitz sandwiched at the blue line as Trenton gets some fresh bodies onto the ice. Sloppy breakout by Catholic Central, but they do get it to center. Trenton Trojan fell down, and there you go. It's a Catholic Central penalty, and the first power play of the night belongs to Trenton.
We've been putting a lot of emphasis on neutral zone play right here. Yet again, almost right at center ice here. Intercepted, holds onto the puck, shields. Great little play right there. Kind of a veteran play.
Ian Zerlip, the man who committed the penalty. And Trenton's power play to work. When you face a team like Catholic Central, any opportunity with an extra skater, to state the obvious, is really important. Back to the blue line it comes. Held in on that far wall. Barely stays in, far side of the blue. Space, shot, tipped wide. Ty Popowitz was in front.
Great keep in, D to D. Good shot, good tip. Trenton's moving right along right now.
Shamrocks finally clear the zone. Some sustained offensive zone time on the power play early for Trenton.
Matthew Nada doing a nice job clearing that puck for Catholic Central.
At center, Petnod missed his target. Up the wall it comes, but not deep. Trojans fire it deep. Jack Brownlee was after it for Trenton. Shamrocks clear. Still a minute to go on the power play. Aiden Petnod helped to tip it deep. He has been active after the whistle so far tonight. Someone lost a glove. Trenton's got the puck. Playing it back. Slot shot tipped. Loose puck. They're whacking away and it's wide. Brownlee. Petnod a long shift. There's still a loose article of equipment in the far corner.
That's a thigh pad off of a pair of pants.
Slot shot, tipped wide again. Aiden Petnod got a piece again. Still 20 seconds to go on the power play, and this will kill some time off it.
Kogut standing tall here. Your goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer, and he has been.
One more try, and Kogut makes another save. Brandon Kalnicki told us before the hockey game, we trust 35. And right now, Catholic Central's netminder is making some big-time stops.
Great save right there. Rebound just dribbles out. Something about the final save that Kogut made right there. He knew his penalty killers were tired. He could have blockered that down into the corner, but he angled up and took that right out of play.
The confidence grows for Trenton, but they got to win a race here. Shamrocks get to that puck, and then it was taken away by Aiden Doherty.
Oh, nice play.
And a good cross-ice feed. These Trojans have confidence.
Oh, there
and
it
they're
is.
gonna score! Oh, hello! Brett Allen with the wickedest of wristers.
That was 200 feet of great hockey right there. All the way from the far corner, all the way down, and then cut to the middle. Put it up top, number 14. Get some.
Brett Allen's 13th goal of the season. He leads the team with 37 points. And a Trenton team that a week ago lost to Orchard Lake St. Mary's 10-2 is hanging with the 6-time defending champion Shamrocks.
You can get caught up looking at the numbers, but the truth is, you got to play the games. Trenton came to play.
Ever since the first 3 minutes,
Trenton
has brought the boom. How about that hit? Aiden Doherty put down a Shamrock in the middle of the ice. And Sean Goff, I hope he's okay to get up, because he just got crushed.
Didn't do much, hands down, stepped in. Sean Goff got tangled up going into the boards at the end of the first period and was getting some treatment on his knee. I don't think this is a knee situation, but boy, that young man's getting a rough ride tonight.
Any Shamrock or Trojan alum who played in this game is sitting at home. Maybe they got a cold beverage beside them and they're going, you know what? That's what it looked like when we played in this game.
It absolutely did. That was just textbook heads-up play right there. Trenton defenseman just stepping into the middle, reading the play. Sean Goff going off for repairs. He got banged up at the end of the first, and that right there, they might have to get some fresh ice bags for him.
Good to see Sean skate off on his own power. Good to see Sean get to his feet. Got our fingers crossed that Sean's going to be all right. Yes, it was a great hit, but what's most important, you want to make sure he's okay.
100%, and it didn't look like he took any contact to the head. May have just got wind knocked out of him a little bit. I know from personal experience as well as you kind of feel like you just got backed into by a truck when that happens. Everything hurts.
You know, Brandon Kalnicki's over there talking to the official. We saw the replay, Alex. There didn't appear to be anything that would constitute a penalty, and there's not. We're going to keep playing 5-on-5.
I don't believe so. Two big players colliding in the middle of the ice there. The only way that there would have been any head contact is if Goff would have been leaning forward.
And that's a mistake. Ryan Dye wasn't over the red line. That's an ice.
This is one of those ebbs and flows in the momentum of a game here where every little thing seems to be just a touch off. Ryan Dye, 2 feet, maybe a foot and a half behind the red line there, icing call, and now you got a force to defend.
Nick Koget's had to make some big saves. Junior goalie. There's always a lot of pressure on a goalie if you're a Catholic Central. And there's been a lot of good ones for a long, long time. Another turnover at center. Koget makes a save and a long shot from a Trojan.
You notice guys tiptoe a little bit through the neutral zone there after they've seen some big hits. What a play. Good
and a better
save.
stop by Koget. Popowitz got a great look. As we've got another loose article of equipment. It may be a net guard. Another shot. That one's tipped in front. Koget found the puck as now Popowitz is down behind the net. And Trenton didn't like that.
Trenton's been taking some extra whacks here, but that's the price you pay to be in front of any opposition's net. Watch right here. Puck's a little bit behind. Great save here. Watch 17 go to the heavy traffic area one more time.
Again, this is a Trenton team. Now, they didn't have Donovan Durbin, maybe their best player, but still. Last week, they lost at Orchard Lake St. Mary's 10-2. It's an Orchard Lake St. Mary's team that's playing great, but the turnaround from 1 week to the next has been pretty remarkable to watch so far tonight.
High school hockey is a lot different in that regard, just because losing a player can cost you so much, especially if it's a key player.
Bradford turned the puck over. Shamrocks recycle. Lighter shot blocked. You've been on it, Alex. Trenton through the middle has been really good in their own defensive zone. Not a lot of opportunities for CC through that middle channel since the first couple of minutes.
If they can take away any opportunities inside the dots, that limits Catholic Central's opportunities. They want to spring something. They want to hit you with different looks, different attack looks.
Another stop by Theo Dahl. That was a solid net front drive for Catholic Central. Costa Karadimas crashing the net again.
We're seeing some great
turnaround shot high. Brandon Eccles off the bench. I wonder if they just didn't see him. There was a ton of room on that right side of the ice.
There was. He was able to grab that puck and load it right up. Just missed high short side.
You know, Alex, there's not many times you get to say this in a Michigan high school hockey season as we have another gigantic Trenton hit. When's the last time Catholic Central had a quality chance? Maybe they get one here. It's played back to the blue line. Long shot, Dole made a save. Loose puck going wide.
Great job fighting that one off. High to the blocker side.
Shamrock send it purposely wide.
You'd have to go back into the first period to find that great scoring opportunity for CC.
That puck stayed in the zone. Shot goes wide. Testani. Miles Schleck. Stick to side.
Great defensive zone coverage here by Trenton. They've got good shape to their defensive zone posture. 5 guys facing the puck carrier.
Now they're just trying to get it out of the zone. There are some exhausted bodies on the ice. Shamrock's changing. Trenton is clearing. What a rush by Grandin Eccles. Eccles into the zone. Grandin Eccles! Oh my!
Get out, number 9. Stop that. From 200 feet away.
Grandin Eccles just went end to end on the 6-time defending state champions to tie the hockey game.
30th point of the season, 13th goal of the campaign, coming through neutral zone. A lot of guys are looking to just dump that in. Instead, he goes to the backhand and then tucks one 5-hole. Look at this. We got a hockey game.
I think if you had told everyone in the rink after the first 3 minutes when Catholic Central took an early 2-0 lead that we'd be tied in the second period, there wouldn't have been many believers. But you said it, we got a hockey game. And the pressure is on Catholic Central. Held in at the blue line and rimmed around that roulette wheel.
Great.
Dorgan played it back. Excellent shot block as Trenton gets bodies to the puck with Popowitz.
Great keep by 15. Tim Burke, great play.
Timmy's been playing on that blue line tonight with Ryan Dye. Dye's on the right, Burke's on the left. They may be tested here. Stretch pass was tipped at center by Patnaud, so Trenton's changing behind the play. They have scored twice in this second period. Brett Allen and Grandin Eccles with a pair of beautiful goals.
Look at this, Catholic Central trying to stretch things out a little bit. Doing a really nice job. There it is.
And the shot goes wide to Theo Dahl. Passing right, held in and sent deep by Jackson Leiter.
You can trace back this big push by Trenton right to those two shifts where they started to stretch that Catholic Central defense out a little bit. Kept them from closing off in the neutral zone.
Trenton can't clear the zone. Shamrock's buzzing in the O zone. Leiter behind the net. Played back to the blue line and room. And mishandled the puck. Gets out to center.
Great play by Popowitz there. Shadowing his defenseman right there. Making sure that that puck got out.
Shamrock still possessing. Shot. Tip. Dahl got a piece.
Ooh.
Another great look by Jackson Leiter.
Now there is your scoring opportunity right there. The Shamrocks having a great shift. Almost tipped that puck in.
As soon as Trenton tied the game, Catholic Central woke up.
We started to see a whole different temperature in this rink. Got both teams now pushing hard.
And now it feels like Catholic Central Trenton from back in the day. Shamrocks won the faceoff. Puck squirts out to center. Miles Schlack with an on-checking Brett Allen. Heck of a forecheck from Brett Allen. But now he's behind the play. This is a South Catholic Central 4-on-2, and the pass was tipped.
Aiden Doherty there with a great stick. Smart play to wrap that around. Durbin's going to find a way to get that puck out. Great work.
Shamrocks fire it in on Theo Dahl, who allowed 2 goals in the first 3 shots he's faced. He stopped the next 18 he's faced. Aiden Doherty behind the net. Long pass taken away by Catholic Central.
2 chances at that, high in the zone, right on the blue line. Puck's got to get out.
Aiden Doherty blocked the shot. He finally got it out. Pawed down to the defensive zone by Trenton. Stretch pass.
Heads up.
Tipped up and
Woo!
out of play. They were hoping for Brett Allen. Our broadcast spot's perfect. We're right above center ice.
They were hoping for Evan Stockton on that one.
Oh, yeah? I was ready. My head's always up. We've talked about the resume for Trenton hockey. You can't tell the story of high school hockey in this state without them. 14 state championships. They've been to the state title game 23 times, but they haven't won a state championship since 2014, Alex. And with the recent stretch they have lost 8 out of their last 11 games after a blistering start this season. There's got to be a lot around the state who wrote them off in Division II, but when they play like they're playing tonight, they can beat anybody, clearly.
They may have written them off, but when they see the tail of the tape on this game, they're going to start paying attention a little bit more, I think, and rightfully so.
We got a whistle at center. A Shamrock went down, and we may be about to get our first Catholic Central power play of the night. Catholic Central's resume speaks for itself. Team that's won 6 straight state championships. Could have been 7 if they could have had a state championship in 2020.
Looks like Brownlee's going to go.
Catholic Central's given up the last 2. But Trenton just got their first penalty of the night. And the Shamrocks power play machine is about to get cranked up to 10.
Great opportunity here. They've been weathering the storm. Now they get their penalty kill, their power play out there. Let's go.
Smagey won the faceoff. Sam Mazik shot, tipped wide. Smagey played it back to the blue line and dived. Mazik got it back to him. Brett Allen hounding the puck carrier for Trenton. Number 14 tied up in the corner. Allen still fighting in there. Shamrocks get extra bodies to the puck. Top of the circle, shot high and wide. Turnaround try. There's a loose puck. And it goes high and wide again. And all the way down the ice.
With that long change, they're looking to change 2 at a time here. Smart play.
Still over a minute to go on a Shamrock power play that could tilt the tide of this game back in their direction. Up the wall it comes. Played in front wide. Dole got a piece again.
LeMay and Gilbert been out there quite a while for Trenton right now.
Dye's shot sticked up and out of play, and there's that whistle they were hunting, so tired bodies can exit the ice.
They definitely were, and they're trying to work that puck down low to continue to wear on those 2 defensemen right there, but those guys are veterans. They knew what they were up to. Great penalty kill right there. Let's see if this group can finish it off.
Nada took the face-off for Catholic Central. Room shot. Dole save. Loose puck corralled by CC.
Big shot by McQuaid right there.
Still 45 seconds to go on the power play, but that's not going to help. Trenton coming ahead shorthanded. Eccles dashing ahead with speed. His goal, end-to-end, should be on every single highlight show across America tonight. Number 9 for Trenton went end-to-end earlier this period to tie the game.
And on the tail end of a shift. He was one of those defensemen that got bottled up, or those forwards that got bottled up down in their end.
One last rush for Catholic Central on the power play. Rimming it around the boards, held in by Miles Schlack. 5 to go on the power play. Big drive, wide. Nick McQuaid sent it wide. We're back to 5-on-5. Theo Dole can't freeze. Schlack, shot blocked. Trenton's had a bunch of bodies blocking shots tonight. They did just ice the puck again. This is not like the NHL where Brett Allen would have won the race in the NHL, but we're not playing by those rules.
And then they get into that hybrid icing. That's just confusing. But
Banners speak for themselves here. 14 state championships. There's not many rinks across America that look like this. It looks like this at USA Hockey Arena where Catholic Central plays. Both these teams hoping they're hanging banners in a few weeks. Costa Karademus. Point shot. Dahl got a late piece. You know, I wonder if he saw that shot at first.
I don't think he saw it until it was right on top of him right there, but that was still a great way to fight that puck off. They don't have to be pretty.
Smagey dumped it deep. Catholic Central scored twice in the first. Trenton has scored twice in the second. Shamrocks back into the zone. Backhand tipped. And Jaden Jones strides to center. He played it back into his own zone. Strong work defensively. Had to cancel that from Ethan Gilbert.
Ethan Gilbert did a great job right there. There was a Catholic Central forward that was streaking to the net calling for it.
Leiter plays it with his glove. Absorbed a hit from Popowitz and kept on ticking.
Still has it.
Karademus back into the zone as the Shamrocks are changing. Coming up on 3.5 to go in a second period where Trenton has turned the game. Reiner sent it deep for CC. Gino DePonio, easily one of the finest hockey names you'll find in the state.
CC starting to choke up between the neutral zone right here. You notice Trenton's not getting those clean looks to stretch out the D like they had. Great adjustment by the coaching staff.
Shamrock fell down in front of his net. Puck was played deep. Shamrock's now getting some extra bodies to the puck. Liam Simone, big hit. And he lost the puck behind the net. And we got a whistle.
Gonna get a little slash behind the play.
Trenton just picked up a penalty and staved it off. That could be a silly one from Jack Brownlee. And Catholic Central's going right back to the power play. Definitely happened, Alex, behind the play, as you said.
It wasn't a whole lot. That's why Brownlee was a little surprised at that. But coaches, referees, they don't want to lose track of this game too quick.
Trent just had a heck of a kill. Got to do it again. Durbin has got it, and he's clearing. Oh, it squirts free! Grandin Eccles! Score! Trenton takes the lead!
Sneaky Grandin Eccles gets in behind the defenseman, gets a lucky bounce, and he gets all alone. Makes no doubt going to the back end.
If they weren't believing downriver, they're believing now. The top team in the state is on upset alert. Grandin Eccles has got to be exhausted.
They better have 2 water bottles for him in the locker room after this period. He's been all over the ice, and he has had the puck for most of it.
Big save, Dahl. Rebound loose, and he's got it.
There
Jack
we go.
Dorgan.
There we go.
And this looks like Catholic Central against Trenton. A short-handed Grandin Eccles goal has given Trenton 3 unanswered. Dorgan almost tied it up just like that.
He got down. He got everything he wanted on that shot. Almost a little leaky rebound right there from Dahl. And then you watch the Trenton defender come in and finish him off and make sure he wasn't getting anything.
They sent one of each on that skirmish, by the way. Lucas Smagey sitting in the box. They sent a Trenton Trojan as well. So they'll remain 5-on-4 on what is still a Catholic Central power play. Out to center it comes. Nick McQuaid into the zone. The blue liner had it tipped in front, and Trenton clears. It's a busy high school night. Howell's playing Harland. But anyone who overlooked this game is going to be flipping it on real soon. Miles Schlack into the zone for Catholic Central. Awaiting the pass, and he's got it. Now passing to the right. Long shot, tipped on Dahl. That puck is loose. He never froze it, and we're tied. Theo Dahl was searching for the puck like you search for your phone when the lights are out. He never found it. Costa Karadimas did, and we're tied.
A lot of feet, a lot of sticks right there. Hard to track that loose puck. He knew he had a piece of it. It was right there. That puck squirted just a little too far out. Boom. Karadimas makes no mistake, too. Top cheese on the backhand. Tough to beat that. That's got to feel good for him. That's like digging around on the couch and finding a $50 bill.
3-3. Now what's the pushback from Trenton? Passing to the slot. Swing and a miss on the shot from Eccles, who's going for a Hattie. Long drive from the point goes wide. We came into this period 2-0 Catholic Central. Trenton had 3 in a row to take the lead. But a power play goal from Costa Karadimas has tied the hockey game. Coming up on a minute to go, second period. Turnover Trenton. Long shot tipped wide. Ever since they trailed, Catholic Central has barely given the puck up. Jack Brownlee with strong defensive work in the corner. Catholic Central dug it out with Nada. Swing it to the near side of the ice. And that was out of the zone. Ryan Dye couldn't hold it. Alex Weisenberger has left our friendly perch here in Trenton. Expected to be joined by Shamrock head coach Brandon Kalnicki after the end of the period. Hoping to grab Ryan Dye for Catholic Central as well. This has turned into a heck of a night of hockey. And still time to go in the second period. Jackson Leiter spun away. At center, corralled by the Trojans and Bradford. And now that puck's out of play. What a night of hockey, huh? You got Catholic Central Trenton, you got Howell Heartland. And the Leafs are playing the Wings in Toronto tonight, too. I'm a Michigander, I'm not a Canadian, so it's Toronto, not Toronto. Someone's watching this game in Canada, and they're going, you're saying Toronto wrong, it's Toronto. I'm from Michigan. Under 30 seconds to go, second period. Couple of rushes left if they hurry. Brett Allen shot. Kogan made the save. Nearly a mirror image of the goal from Brett Allen early in the second period. Wicked wrister from that same spot. That time Nicholas Kogan was ready. You know, Catholic Central is winning the shot battle 30-15, but situationally Trent's been good. Shorthanded goal from Grandin Eccles. He's got 2 in this period. Catholic Central coming ahead. Do they have a late one? Threw it in front, tipped wide to Dahl. Thrown back in front. Sticked aside. 4 to go in the period. Dahl made the save. And we'll go to the third, tied. Two teams that define Michigan high school hockey. A public school from downriver and a private school in the suburbs of Detroit. Catholic Central got out to the 2-0 lead. And then all of a sudden, Trent scored 3 in a row. And as we go into the third period, in a handful of minutes, absolutely nothing has been decided in this hockey game. 2 in the second period for Trent from Grandin Eccles. They got 1 more from Brett Allen. Costa Karadimas on the power play. The tying goal that has made it 3-3 after 34 minutes of hockey. When Trent plays Catholic Central, you hope it looks like this. Playmaking, hard hitting, high scoring, high level saves. A little bit of everything has happened in this hockey game so far tonight. Alex Weisenberger is down near the ice, hoping to be joined by Catholic Central head coach Brandon Kalnicki. And the Shamrock head coach is with Alex.
Coach, you guys have had some really lopsided victories, but you've been in some tight games too. You're in one tonight. What's the message going into the third?
That's what we expect. You know, it's hard to win games. You know, you're not going to come in every night and just be able to roll over and do what you want, and it's going to be tough, and especially with a team like Trenton, they're going to play hard. One of the things I talked about to our guys before the game was like, to be able to control your emotions a little bit, because in these type of games, the momentum can swing from one side to the other, and you saw that period. First period, 2-0. I thought we were holding them back pretty well, and then the second period, we kind of gave them a lot of life, and once they got it, they took the momentum, and I thought at the end we took it back, but now you're in a 3-3 game against a team that believes they can win, and that's what you'd expect in a game like this, quite honestly.
It's a real opportunity for your team to grow and experience these tight situations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've had a lot of those games. Like you said, earlier in the year, we've had a lot of one-goal games. Had a couple earlier last week against Orchard Lake and Cranbrook where, games that could go either way. So we've had some experience. We're about to get more of it, and that's, again, that's good for us to have to find a way to gut it out. And like we talked about before, other guys got to step up and, kind of help push us over the hump in a game like this.
Really appreciate your time. Good luck in the third.
No problem. Thank you.
Brandon Kalinicki and everyone associated with Catholic Central Hockey always appreciate the chance to cover them. They are one of the finest high school hockey programs in America. And they're in a dogfight against one of their oldest rivals. After 2 periods, Catholic Central and Trenton are all tied.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love, Peace, Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
When you need sustenance, when you come downriver, when you're in Trenton, there's one place to go, Terramina's Pizza, home of the 24-inch pizza, which our entire crew got to enjoy before the broadcast today. The pepperoni was outstanding. Terraminas.com or give them a call, 734-692-2424. They're the biggest around and they're the best in town. Terramina's Pizza on 2208 West Road here in Trenton. Evan Stockton, Alex Weisenberger back with you. We just watched a heck of a second period. Trenton scores 3 times in a second period that they dominated. Grandin Eccles scored twice. Brett Allen scored once. That was it. What a wicked wrister. That made it 2-1. Then Grandin Eccles, later in the second period, would tie the game. A goal so nice, we got to show it to you twice. Brett Allen's goal made it 2-1. Trenton kept buzzing. They kept getting extra bodies to the puck. Yeah, they had some big hits. You know, Catholic Central had some opportunities, but early on in the period, they certainly came few and far between. Couple of highlight goals from Grandin Eccles. That was the first that tied the game. And later on, you're going to see the goal that he scored, short-handed, to give Trenton the lead. Theo Dole certainly has made his fair share of stops. Catholic Central had a power play that went begging. It was on that power play that Grandin Eccles scored. A beaut, short-handed. And Trenton had a 3-2 lead, thinking they could take this lead into the third, but Catholic Central would get a power play later on in that second period, and they take advantage. You're going to see a goal from Costa Karadimas where Theo Dole never found the puck, and then Karadimas slammed it in to make it 3-3 after 2. Catholic Central head coach Brandon Kalnecki was just talking to Alex downstairs, and he's like, look, this is what we expected. Hard-hitting game, hard checking, high-level hockey on both sides. These are two teams that want to make a state championship game. Trenton in D2, Catholic Central in D1. We got at least one more period to go. We may have another classic between Catholic Central and Trenton on our hands when we start the third period in a few minutes.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores! "3-3 as we're about to start the third, and Ryan Dye for Catholic Central is standing by with Alex Weisenberger.
Ryan, tie game on the road. How excited are you guys to finish up this third?
Yeah, we're super excited. It's good preparation for playoffs, and we've been in plenty of games like this, so we're feeling pretty good.
You're starting the period, so go out there, give her hell.
Yeah, will do. Thank you so much.
You know, Ryan Dye is a cool story. We've had the chance here on the Prep the last couple of years to cover some hockey games that have included not the varsity teams. You know, schools like Catholic Central, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, Brother Rice, they've got so many good players. They have such a thing as varsity blue, varsity white, varsity B. Ryan Dye was on one of those teams for Catholic Central a couple of years ago. Ryan stuck it out. Now he's one of the best players on Catholic Central's varsity team. A varsity team that Ryan just said it, this is good preparation for playoffs. Catholic Central doesn't play a lot of these games in the regular season. They do play them in the playoffs. They played a classic against Harland in the playoffs last year. Tight game in the state title game against Howell, who they may meet again at USA Hockey Arena. Trenton's trying to get there in Division II. It's a Trenton team that got off to a hot start, but they've lost 8 of their last 11. Last week, without their best player, Donovan Durbin, they lost to St. Mary's 10-2. Nothing has been decided as we're about to start the third. Two teams that have made the state title game a combined 47 times. They're all tied at 3 as we drop the puck in the third. Catholic Central, a rare face-off win to start the third period. Aiden Doherty, one of the blue liners on the ice for Trenton to start this third. Long stretch pass, tipped by Donovan Durbin, deep. Alex, we saw Catholic Central dominate the start of the first. Trenton dominated long stretches of the second. Time to see who starts strong here in a third period that, walking into the rink, who knows how many thought it would look like this when we start the third period.
There might have been a few doubters out there, but I don't think there's a lot of doubters on the bench down here wearing white. These guys found their why, and they've dug in.
Oh, and it's a score! Aiden Patnon, a Sinai wrister, and Trent leads again.
Is a shot on net ever a bad idea, Evan? Number 11 in white down here? He doesn't think it is. Great play. Two defensemen closing him off right there at the high end of the zone. He gets the shot off quick. Make that goalie make a save.
Nicholas Kogan has made a bunch of bellwether stops tonight. He'd like to have that one back.
He would. He would. Now it's up to the rest of his team to pick him up.
Trenton has scored 4 of the last 5 goals in this game. Catholic Central scored twice in the first 2.5 minutes. But ever since, a Trenton team that as of late has struggled. But Chad Clements, their head coach, knows what this game means. He played here. He was an assistant under Mike Turner. Now he's the head coach. Back in the day, he was in some Catholic Central Trenton classics. And we may have another one on this really cold night in January.
He's looking to bring back that old school vibe between these two powerhouse teams. You wouldn't know the records right now. Both these teams are as evenly matched as they come right now.
Puck took a weird carom in the slot, does come out to center. Jackson Leiter stepping away for CC. Ryan told you down there this is good preparation for their playoff run. Catholic Central, if we're just being honest, doesn't play in a ton of games like this in the regular season. They're playing in one right now.
They're few and far between, but they have played in some very tight games this year. They're going to have to draw on that experience.
Shamrock's got an extra man to the puck, but then he skated away. Up the wall it comes out to center. Brett Allen, nifty move. Brett Allen sticked away.
1-on-3 and still gets the puck to the net. Great play by Allen.
He's already got 1 goal tonight, and he's had a couple of brilliant opportunities. Allen slammed into a Shamrock, inadvertent, no whistle. That Shamrock is still down behind the play.
DePonio still down on the ice, getting off slowly.
We've already lost 1 Shamrock, Sean Goff, to a hard hit in this game. As this is about to be another Trenton icing. They're hitting hard tonight. There's no question.
There's no holding back right here. Everybody's giving 150%. Even if you're getting 1 shift in this period, make it the biggest shift of your season.
Yeah, Yeah, that was inadvertent there. Two guys who just ran into each other. Shamrocks have got it at center. It's a classic rivalry, but it's been a decade since Trenton's won. They are in position right now, and they're coming ahead with Jaden Jones.
Great block by LeMay right there. He's coming off limping, but I think he's going to be okay.
Nice hit as well by Ryan Dye on that rush into the zone from Jones. They battle near the boxes, and Ryan Dye has got it. Passing left, back in front, turnaround, score!
What a shot.
That's a blue liner looking nothing like it. And it's 4-4.
Ryan Dye, spin and wheel and send it far side. Said it before, is a shot on net ever a bad idea? So far in this third period, it's a great idea.
You know what happened earlier in that play, and Trenton will contest this. After Dye initially passed the puck, he slashed the stick out of the hands of Aiden Patnaud. So it was essentially a 5-on-4 for 10 seconds. Patnaud looked around, was waiting for a call from the ref. He never got it. Bing, bang, boom, we're tied again.
Can't get caught up in any of those small plays. You have to push through, find a way to stay in the play.
Liner just wide. Oh! That one is in!
Another hard carom off those end boards.
Liam Simone gives the Shamrocks their first lead since the early stages of the second period.
Watch this bounce off the end boards. Lively. Dahl cannot get to his near side post quick enough.
You know, when he played for the Wings, Nick Lidstrom lived in Jackson Leiter's neck of the woods, Northville. And that looked like Lidstrom throwing it off the boards at the Joe.
I tell you, the highest form of flattery is imitation. That's a great idea.
And anyone who ever plays the blue line should try to play like Nick Lidstrom, because he may be the finest defenseman who ever lived.
You won't get an argument out of me on that one.
So now again, Trenton's got to fight back. Catholic Central has showed their resolve, down multiple times in this game, and now they've got the lead. What is the next turn in a hockey game that looks like a soap opera?
There's another one of those chances right there.
Testani pass, big save Dahl on a great opportunity for Zerlip.
Look at Dahl getting out on top of his crease. He gave two big pushes coming off that boards. There wasn't much for him to shoot at. Look at this right there. Look where he ends up right there. His heels are at the top of the crease right there. Smart play, aggressive play, no second guessing.
It's a 30-save night for Theo Dahl. Played back in front. He just made another stop. Blocked on its way to the net. Swing and a miss. Another try. Whacking away. Dahl got a piece. Follow-up score.
At this.
Jack Dorgan buries it. And Catholic Central, since falling behind in the third, has hit the afterburners.
Some sloppy defensive zone play here from Trenton. Allows Catholic Central to keep the play alive. And they've got the skill to bury it.
Theo Dahl in a 20-second sequence made like 6 stops. But Trenton is back on their heels, and sensing that, their coaching staff just called their timeout.
Smart play. Smart play right there. Regroup before things get too out of hand. All they have to do is get back to those simple, small things that they've been doing. That is not a lead that they can't dig back into.
You know, Brandon Kelnicki, right? There's got to be so many around the state who would go, okay, anyone could coach a team like Catholic Central to all these state championships. To that, Alex, and I think you'd agree with me on this, I would present to them what's just happened over the last 2 minutes. It's a Catholic Central team that got off to a big lead, then they wasted it twice. You learn a ton about people and sports teams when faced with adversity. Catholic Central's faced adversity, and ever since, they have completely dominated the game.
It's almost like they just woke up just a little bit more than they needed to. They're starting to chip back in and make those small plays. They're not doing it by breaking it open with breakaways. They're not flashing the skill. They're making the small plays. You watch them in the neutral zone. Pucks are getting deep. They're pressuring the wingers on the boards. They've done it by being smart hockey players. That's coaching, that's instinct.
Trenton's had issues at times this year, giving up goals. We've talked about that game they had against St. Mary's last week where they gave up 10. 6-4, 3 in a row for CC. Jaden Jones plays it to center. Ryan Dye's got one of the goals in the third. He kick-started the breakout. Karademas played it back.
Controlling the puck really nice right here. Getting smart changes.
So much has happened already in this third. We've played 5 minutes of hockey.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a long shot on Kogut. That thing had a lot of mustard on it.
Not to mention hit with a little spin. Kogut had to be sharp.
Zach LeMay turned the puck over. Time and space. And Dahl makes the save.
Catholic Central working the puck low to high, getting it out to the defense. Another shot on net. Shots are now 39-18 in favor of the Shamrocks.
We got more basketball coming up for you on the Prep Friday night. Orchard Lake St. Mary's, Brother Rice. And that second game's really good too. Stony Creek under a new head coach is playing good ball, but they got a challenge at the Arena on Friday night. Rochester is undefeated in the midst of one of the best seasons they've ever had. And always an opportunity that we're excited about to bring you Catholic League ball. Brother Rice and St. Mary's, another great one coming up on Friday night. It's that time of year. Hockey, hoops, a ton of amazing prep sports in our great state of Michigan going on right now, as the march to USA Hockey Arena and the Breslin truly begins. Donovan Durbin shot, and that's a big stop for Kogut, you'd think, for his confidence.
Absolutely. Everything right now has a microphone, or sorry, a microscope over top of it. All the small plays. Watch Durbin here. Pulls the puck in, changes the shooting angle. That's not an easy save for any goaltender, especially in these situations right now.
Brandon Eccles will take this faceoff. 2 goals tonight for Trenton. Both highlight goals that I'm sure we'll be sharing on our Instagram sooner rather than later. Top of the circle shot. Durbin sent it wide.
McDurbin was ready on that faceoff. Great job by Trenton.
Stepping ahead from defense. The back check from Allen, and a hard hit nullified the rush. Catholic Central lost the puck, and it's out to center. We came into this third 3-3. Aiden Padnod scored in the first minute of the third to make it 4-3 Trenton. And since Catholic Central has scored 3 in a row to regain a hold of the hockey game. Hunter Pulowski off the bench for Trenton. He lost the puck. Smacked to the near side of the ice, and Zerlip. Ian Zerlip played it, nobody home.
This is where the depth of the Shamrocks is really going to shine. They do not have to go to a short bench here. They can still roll out 9 to 10 forwards and 6 defensemen.
You know, Brandon Kalnicki told us before the game, when we have the depth we've got, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because in situations like this, you can roll everybody. It's a curse because sometimes in the big moments, you don't exactly know who to play. You know, I think in their heart of hearts, they're glad they're playing a game like this tonight. They're getting tested and learning a lot.
That was one thing that I asked Ryan Dye just before he went out there. How excited are you to finish out this period? Tie game on the road? He just gave a little smirk. He enjoys it. If you're a hockey player, you know you do.
Catholic Central knows they've probably got games against Howell and Heartland. They're going to look like this in late February and March. May as well start playing them now.
Iron sharpens iron. You want to be the best, you got to play the best.
9 and counting to go. Trenton can't clear the zone. Long shot going wide to Dahl. Smagey turnaround shot. Dahl made another save.
Good keep.
Long shot goes wide. Timmy Burke holds the blue line. Played back in front. Burke still got it. Save made Dahl. His 34th save of the night. I know Catholic Central scored 6 times, but Theo Dahl deserves to be praised with the way that he's kept Trenton in the game in this third.
He has kept his team in it and given them the opportunity. 8 minutes left.
Schlack turned the puck over. Patnaud to the middle, sticked away. Out to center it comes. Catholic Central gets Karadimas to the puck. Costa Karadimas again! It took him a while, but here comes the Shamrock Avalanche, which usually has the state petrified. 4 unanswered in the third, and their largest lead.
Costa Karadimas just slips back by the hip check on the boards there by Jaden Jones. Takes that nice long reach right to the net and catches that far post.
Catholic Central trailed 3-2 in the second and 4-3 in the third. Since, they have not blinked. And Trenton didn't like how Sam Mazik took an extra swing at Dahl. Sam thought the puck was loose, and Trenton won't be happy. Brandon Eccles is nose to nose with a Shamrock. I want to again shout out our friends at Terraminas Pizza. If you need pizza in Trenton, you go to Terraminas. They're the biggest around, home of the 24-inch pizza. And don't sleep on those cheesy breadsticks, too. Those were awesome. 734-692-2424. Thanks to Terraminas for feeding our crew before the broadcast tonight. And when you need to feed your crew, go to Terraminas here in Trenton.
Talk to me more about those cheesy breadsticks.
Oh, they were so good. Now, the only thing is, I think we ran out of marinara before I got here because I had to eat it naked. And eating a cheesy breadstick without marinara is not ideal.
Just a key to our listeners out there, double up on the marinara. Insider tip from Evan Stockton.
You get a look at both goalies, Theo Dahl and Nicholas Kogut, who have both been tested tonight. The delay here before they drop the puck again is they're trying to figure out what they're calling after all that pushing and shoving we had after. Right now, Trenton's got 4 skaters on the ice, and Catholic Central's yet to bring any men on the ice. It looks like we're going to go 4-on-4 here, Alex, and they're going to bring the face-off into Catholic Central's zone.
It's a tough look down all the way into the penalty box there, but it looks like it's just occupied by 1 in white and 1 in blue.
The Trenton guy in the box is Zach LeMay, which is a tough break. He's one of their best blue liners, one of their best players.
And he has showed it tonight. He's been all over the ice. I'm not surprised that he got tangled up in that matching double minor right there.
It is a Trenton power play, and a point shot goes wide. The extra penalty on Catholic Central. It's Sam Mazik sitting in the box. If Trent's going to get back in the hockey game, this may be their last and best chance.
Oh, bad tip.
Zerlip, save Theo Dahl. Nearly a Catholic Central shorthanded goal after Trent got one from Brandon Eccles in the second.
44 shots on net for Dahl. He has stood tall all night. Again, covering his net really well, trying to keep that player from cutting forward to the forehand. Kept it on the backhand, took it right on the logo.
Just the second power play of the night for Trenton. Catholic Central's had 2. They scored on one of them, but they also gave up a shorthanded goal. Trenton hoping for a goal here that gives them a fighting shot. Coming up on 7 minutes to go. Catholic Central trailed in this third period 4-3, but they've scored 4 in a row since.
Got bottled up on that zone exit, but now they're back out and they're moving.
Kogut sends it up the wall, not out. Brett Allen helped to keep the zone. Shot saved Kogut, and he freezes off that point shot from Ethan Gilbert.
Great job by Trenton right there to overman the puck on the half wall. If there's 3 and it's a 3-on-3, then you add a 4th, and they added a 4th, and they came out of that and got a quality scoring opportunity. Trenton's sticking with what had worked with them in the past. Just stick with it. Don't ever stop. You never know what's going to happen.
Miscommunication, odd man rush CC. Thompson into the O-zone. Gabe Thompson shot blocked. Ryan Dye's got it. Catholic Central killing a lot of time and firing it down the ice. Alex, you said it earlier, this is where their depth comes into play. Down the stretch, they've just flat had more bodies and more juice as Trenton's starting to run out of steam as Catholic Central kills off this pivotal power play for the home team.
In a situation like this, Coach Clemens has got to start he has been putting out his best players as often as he possibly can. Coach Kalinecki has that luxury of picking between almost 12 different forwards he can put out in these situations, keeping those bodies fresh.
We're back to full strength. Jaden Jones lost the puck at center. Good back check by Aiden Patnaud to help take it away from Shamrock. Turnover at center.
CC finishing off every single check here, making Trenton stop and start again, wearing them down.
5:27 to go, 3-goal game. If you're Chad Clements for Trenton, is there a thought to pull the goalie soon?
It all depends how this next minute and a half goes. You get about to that 4-minute mark, and that's no matter what situation. If it's more than 1 goal, you're probably not looking to pull him at this point, but I would say around the 4-minute mark he might.
Again, this is a Trenton team that had 2 different leads, 3-2 and 4-3. Patnaud scored a goal first minute of the 3rd period, but 4 in a row from CC has put them back in the driver's seat in a position they're real comfortable with, closing out another win. Gino DePonio strides away from a couple of Trojans. Gino DePonio into the zone. Passing left. Long shot. Saved by Dahl. Sucks in another wrist shot from Liam Simone.
Great work by DePonio to drive wide, allow the rest of his team to catch up to the rush, and another registered shot on net. Dahl has been seeing a lot of rubber tonight.
Yeah, he's given up 7, but he's also made 38 saves. Good pass ahead, Allen. Backhand off the side of the net.
What a nice little saucer pass there by Durbin.
You know, Theo Dahl's played a good game in the pipes tonight. Catholic Central had a 0-0 tie at Munn on Michigan State's campus back right before the holidays. Byron Center's goalie made nearly 60 saves in that game. As we got guys losing their helmet, we got guys losing their gloves. You would think in a 3-goal game with just over 4 minutes to go, the hard hitting will not cease the rest of the way.
Not one bit. If anything, we're probably going to see it bump up a couple of notches here.
And you just hope if anything happens, there's no funny business. You don't want anything weird happening at the end of the game, not just for both of these teams' sake, but going forward as well. You don't want anyone to face any sort of suspension that hurts you the rest of the way.
No, definitely not. You want to make strong, hard hockey plays here. Make life difficult for your opposition, but don't cross that line.
It's a really good shot block by Gabe Thompson. His last couple of ships have been really good. 4 minutes to go. Catholic Central and Trenton have gone back and forth. Thompson shot wide.
Noticing that the gap from the Trenton defenseman is just getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Catholic Central is pushing hard. They're pushing with numbers, and you get tired. You don't want to start stepping up into the neutral zone there and just get treated like a pylon. So they're backing off, and you're seeing these guys come down, cut to their forehand, and shoot.
They're hoping to add another wooden mitten to the trophy case here for Trenton. Catholic Central's added 6 in a row since 2019. It's already been a big athletic year for Catholic Central. Their football team won state title number 11 over Cass Tech on Thanksgiving weekend. And they're hoping the hockey team can follow suit yet again when we get to state championship weekend at USA Hockey Arena in early March.
So many good things happening all over the state. Basketball right now, hockey. This is about the time of the year where everybody starts putting their game face on. They start thinking about what it takes to make that deep run in the playoffs.
Still time for you to get a broadcast with the Prep this year. If you love this high-level professional high school coverage, reach out to us. We'd love to come cover your team. Catholic Central wants one more. They almost got it.
Great
Point shot was tipped wide. Donovan Durbin. That was apparently not played with a high stick, and it's not an icing either. Zach LeMay tipped it. It was no high stick.
That was a great tip right there. Reached out with his left hand, kept it below the shoulders.
Brandon Eccles back to the blue line. It may not end up being Trenton's night, but number 9 still got a shot for a hat trick. We've had a couple in a row in the Prep. Big slap shot rising high. Charlie Roberts for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and their 7-2 win over Powers on Saturday had a hat trick. Had the pleasure to cover both those programs on the Prep this year. We'll cover St. Mary's again a couple of times. On the 7th, it'll be Pink in the Rink night against Brother Rice. That's always a huge honor for us to cover on the Prep. Brian Clando's wife does such an amazing job raising money for cancer research every year at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. That's become one of the best events of the high school hockey season all year.
I'm excited for that game again, especially after that electric OT winner from Orchard Lake last year.
Brandon Eccles with a trip behind the play. So Catholic Central will go back to the power play one more time as they put the finishing touches on win 17 this season.
You may see Dahl coming out of the net on this one. It'll be a defensive zone face-off to start, and then they're going to move.
You know, Alex, what we got to figure out is who will be our G of the game. It'll be for Catholic Central. You know, Costa Karadimas has scored twice. There's a lot of guys you can pick from. Oh, they got another one, and there it is. Well, Costa, we got to pick you now. It's a hat trick for Costa Karadimas. And apparently, if your game's broadcast by the Prep, you're getting a hattie from somebody. Charlie Roberts got Orchard Lake St. Mary's one on Saturday, and now Costa Karadimas has a hat trick for Catholic Central.
That's just the G of the game bump right there. That's all it is. He heard us talking up there. His ears were ringing. He says, I better go out there and make this one a no-brainer for these guys. Because we were scratching our heads. There's a lot of good players that have played a great game tonight. Costa Karadimas just iced it.
5 unanswered for Catholic Central. This game coming into the third was 3-3. And then Trenton scored in the first minute of the third. It'll be a frustrating one for Trenton. You can talk all you want about moral victories, but in a game like this and with the way it was shaping up and with the talent Trenton's got, I don't think they're going to care all that much. Now, certainly going forward, they proved they can play with any of the best in the state, and they got the talent to do it. But Catholic Central, when tested, poked right back. Trenton poked the bear, and then that bear showed its fangs. Coming up on 45 seconds to go on what will be another Catholic Central win over Trenton. Shot over Dahl, who has made 41 saves tonight. A couple of men tangled up behind the play. This will be icing. Apparently not. Dominic Testani was tangled up with a Shamrock, with a Trenton Trojan. Oliver Pidcock left the ice. Dahl made one more save, and we got one more face-off with 16.6 to go. Catholic Central will move to 17-1-1. They tied Byron Center and lost to Heartland earlier this year. They beat Howell. 2 games you'd love to see if they happened now. Howell and Heartland playing a big game tonight that I know a lot of the state is paying attention to. And that's going to do it from Trenton. They led this thing 4-3 in the third. But when you come at the champs, you got to finish. As we have some extra stuff. Catholic Central scored the final 5. They win it 8-4. Another classic game between 2 classic rivals. And it wouldn't be a rivalry without some extra stuff after the whistle. Catholic Central 8, Trenton 4. Shamrocks tested, and they ended up passing it. Nicholas Kogut, ever since he gave up that goal to start the third, kept the Shamrocks in position. Trenton got 2 goals from Grandin Eccles, one a gorgeous shorthanded goal that I'm sure will be all over our socials. Theo Dahl ends up making 42 stops. But Catholic Central scores 8 times. They gave up 4 goals, which is a season high, by the way. If you're a Trent fan looking for a silver lining, Catholic Central, in their first 18 games this season, gave up 16 goals, and they never given up more than 3 in a game. Tonight, they gave up 4. But it'll be little solace for a Trenton program that doesn't like losing to teams like CC. Tonight, they drop one 8-4. Brandon Kalnicki, seeking another state crown, has got a lot of talent. Every year at Catholic Central, they do not lack for skilled hockey players. Tonight, Costa Karadimas was the star. Came into the night with 4 goals all season. In this one, he had 3, including 2 pivotal goals and a 5-goal third for CC that made sure they wouldn't lose this one. When you score a hat trick, you get to be the G of the game. When you score a hat trick against Trenton, you remember that for a long, long time. Costa standing by downstairs with Alex Weisenberger.
Costa Karadimas came into this game with 4 goals, coming out with 7.
Yeah.
What's it mean to help your team out in this game in a tight matchup on the road?
It was great. I mean, we had a slow start, so kind of getting the first one on the power play just helped everything get going, and they were just finding me out there, so it was just a great team effort, and, you know, they got the job done. So
They find you, you put them away. What was Coach's message going into the third period here?
Kind of just same as usual. You know, we just kind of ease our way into the games. Like, third period's always our best period, so the boys kind of knew what to do. So
Costa Karadimas, your G of the game. Thanks again, buddy. Great game.
Thank you.
Costa Karadimas and the Catholic Central Shamrocks. A hockey program with few to compare it to. They've won 17 state championships since 1997. They've won 6 in a row. The only reason they haven't won 7 in a row is because COVID happened in 2020. We'll be back to wrap it up from Trenton after this.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
and it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers, pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again, cuts down the middle of the field, all alone, touchdown, Warriors! What a cut.
Catholic Central and Trenton, every time they play, you're hoping it turns into a heck of a hockey game. And yeah, we got it tonight. Catholic Central was down in the third. Aiden Padnod scored a handful of seconds into the third to make it 4-3. Alex Weisenberger, as we look back at the highlights of the night, it was physical. There was good goaltending at times. It was well played at times. I mean, look, Grandin Eccles and Trent, there were multiple times in that game. I think you and I were both looking at each other going up here going, I think Trent's going to win this game. But when pushed, when it mattered most, Catholic Central really proved their championship medal.
They did. They did. Cream rose to the top here, but hats off and full marks to Trenton. Hanging through that first period after those first 2 goals. They had 2 different leads in the game. They played every bit of the way they wanted to. Unfortunately, Shamrocks were just a little bit too much down the stretch, but nothing to hang their heads about.
You know, I keep going back to what Ryan Dye said to you for Catholic Central going into the third. You asked him about, hey, how excited are you to play in this third? And he just had that smirk of, yeah, we're excited. I mean, Catholic Central plays so many games where these are high-level competitors. They play a lot of hockey games that are decided, not to be too blunt about it, but from the moment they walk in the rink, the game's over. Tonight it was not that case, and in a Division I landscape where it's not a Catholic Central cakewalk this year, Howell, Heartland, there's a lot of contenders at that level. Feels like in the long run, Catholic Central needed to play a game like this.
Absolutely they did. And also, Trenton did not do that by just trick plays and trying to sneak a goal or two. They controlled the play for well over half of the game. They really asserted their playing style and were consistent about it. That's something that you can really build on moving forward for the rest of the season.
Real treat for us to cover one of the iconic matchups in Michigan high school hockey. Catholic Central scores the final 5, all in the third, and beats Trenton in another classic between 2 classic programs, 8-4. For Alex Weisenberger and our entire hard-working crew, led by our fearless executive producer, Alex Westphal. Evan Stockton saying, so long, but we got a lot of great high school sports coming up in the prep. Doubleheader of basketball on Friday. Brother Rice St. Mary's, Stony Creek, Rochester, and lots of hockey and hoops coming up as we start to hit the home stretch of the high school season. Make sure you stay tuned to our socials for upcoming broadcast information and times. For tonight, stay warm. So long, everybody.